I've always loved being outdoors. The connection to nature never fails to amaze me. You find inspiration in so many ways and you really feel that bond. Since I fell in love with cinematic composition and storytelling, there's always been one thing that took it to the next level. Drones. When I started my filmmaking journey, drones opened up a whole new perspective. They give you a sense of freedom. And sometimes, things that look ordinary from the ground leave you speechless from above. So you can imagine how stoked I was when DJI reached out to me again. This time for a drone that sets new standards in the industry. After a successful campaign for the DJI Air 3S, it was time for the big boy, the DJI Mavic 4 Pro. And unlike last time, I actually had more time to prepare. I got all the details, creative guidelines, made a storyboard, and then I asked myself, where can I create the most epic visuals for this project? I had my storyboard and I knew I needed a place where I could find all the elements in one spot. Water, mountains, sand. So I did some research and it didn't take long until I found the perfect place. Gran Canaria. So I wrote my good friend Gabriel and asked if he would be down to join me for this adventure. And a few weeks later, we were on the way to this island. But of course, our first day already started a bit sketchy. But guys, enough talking now, we're going on an adventure. Alright, so it's our first shooting day here on Gran Canaria. First location, we made it to the beautiful dunes. We went up for sunrise to catch the first light of the day. And when we went to our car, we couldn't find it. So first we thought someone stole it, but in the end, yeah, they towed it. Now we have to walk to the police station and get our car back. Where do we have to go? We don't know. So we just got our car back. We had to pay around like 150 bucks. Here it is. It's not too late. It's 8 in the morning. The sun is not fully up yet, and now we just go straight to the dunes, and maybe we still have a good light. The dunes were going to be one of the most important parts of the shoot. I had planned an epic intro shot with the drone rising straight out of the sand. It was risky. If the drone got damaged by the sand, the whole shoot could have fallen apart. But luckily we just lost 1 hour, but still now the light is pretty harsh and the sun is way up high. So we will come back tomorrow. We got a few days. Since we have planned a few sunrises out there, we weren't in a rush. So we got our gear ready and started digging the drone into the sand.
Hey. Was sagst du dazu? Das ist ein fester Fistbump.
So the plan is to dig the drone into the sand. We will put it in a bag, like in a bread bag. Now it's a drone bag, so let's see if we can make it. But I'm pretty sure it will be thick. If you ever try something like this, you're really risking your drone. We did our best sealing everything with tapes and bags. But still, sand can sneak in anywhere.
Schaut doch schon.
It came out pretty close to what I had in mind. But I was still missing that one detail, the sand falling over the lens. So I used the scene as a base and recreated it with AI. And it's always such a great feeling when ideas actually come to life. After the risky part, it was time for some POV shots. I've done this in previous projects, but this angle really helped showcase one of the new features. I'd planned a few different gimbal movements for this angle, so I could use the shots throughout the entire edit. Normally, one magic arm is enough to rig the drone. But since the new design folds the front arms downward instead of sideways, we actually had to use two. Moving the drone with the prop spinning really sells the feeling of a POV shot in mid-air. It just feels more alive and dynamic on screen. So the first location was done, everything went as planned, and I was really happy with the footage we got. Then it was time for the next part of the shoot. The plan was to film some motorbike scenes on beautiful mountain roads. So we headed to the rental place, picked up the bike, But honestly, the moment I saw the bike, I wasn't sure if it really fit the overall vibe of the project. The location itself was great, but the outfit and the look of the bike, especially with that bright white helmet, kinda messed up the vibe in my opinion. And once I reviewed the footage, I knew I had to reshoot that part. The good thing, I've got a pretty cool old bike at home. So after I got back from Gran Canaria, I still had time to reshoot the bike part. My old coffee racer turned out to be the perfect ride, and it looked way more badass than the one we had rented. But anyway, back to the island and to the next part of the shoot. So the plan for sunset is we're gonna shoot some surfing scenes, and this is my favorite topic for the video, but we'll see. I really hope we'll get some bangers. Since I've always loved anything water related, this was definitely my favorite part of the shoot. The day before, we had already captured the most important scenes during sunset. Alright guys, so it's day number 3. Today we are on the road with Sarah, perfect surfer girl for our shooting. And yesterday we already did some sunset scenes, but unfortunately we couldn't do all of the shots. Today we went out for sunrise again. It's gonna be dope.
Gonna be dope. Yeah!
Who are you, Sarah?
Wow.
What are you doing here?
I don't know, they kidnapped me. I'm Sarah Tavera, surfer from Fuerteventura, and I'm here to work as a model.
Okay. Once again, the storyboard and shot list really came in clutch. They helped me stay on track and avoid wasting time.
Okay, so continue.
Still, I made sure to capture a variety of shots to stay flexible in post.
Just continue.
And I really love shooting with my red. These shots were just satisfying to capture. Combined with the drone footage from the previous day, it all came together perfectly. Of course, the water shots. They really pull the viewer in and make you feel like you're right in the middle of the action. So we didn't have massive waves that day, and unfortunately couldn't get too many drone shots in action, but overall I was super stoked how it all came together. Now let's talk about the reshoot. I grabbed my bike, called a few friends, and we just hit a couple of nice spots around my hometown. And yeah, my old lady definitely delivered. For this project, I also planned some transitions between the different locations. And this is exactly why pre-planning your shoots makes such a difference. It helps everything feel more connected and intentional. So I took my time with the edits and really tried to turn this into an experience for everyone watching. So if you haven't seen the final video yet, go check it out. But let's talk about the drone for a second. Honestly, I was blown away by the new features. In my opinion, the newly designed remote is one of the biggest upgrades. And when you combine that with the fact that you can flip the screen and instantly shoot true vertical in 6K, that's just insane. Add to that the completely redesigned 360-degree infinity gimbal, and suddenly you're able to capture some really unique angles. And did I mention the 51-minute flight time? And finally, usable D-Log on all 3 lenses? Next level. So yeah, this one is definitely going to be my go-to for upcoming projects. Alright guys, that's it for the behind the scenes video and this little review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to drop a like, share it, or just let me know what you think. And as always, see you in the next one.